how's it going? How's it going? So we are going to be doing some gaming today. We're going to be playing some NARAKA, which sorry, give me a second. Okay, I don't know what that was about. We're going to be playing some NARAKA today. It's been a while since we played, but I do want to kind of chat for a bit first. We've got a few things I want to talk about. There's a few things I want to react to. So yeah, we'll just kind of chill a bit. So yesterday we watched the video, the so-called male VTubers doing shit wrong video, whatever you want to call it. That video was so bad. Obviously we talked about it yesterday. I've spent today working on like a response to it, essentially kind of like going over the video itself, going over what's wrong with it, and then I kind of like give my own advice at the end. So that's scheduled for Monday. So hopefully that's gonna help some people, but who knows? Yeah, I mean, there's been a load of reactions I've done recently, especially over the last couple of months, to a lot of the upcoming Chinese games like Swords of Legends. I've took another look recently because we've had the Phantom Blade Zero like 15-minute trailer drop, and that was pretty cool, so I did a reaction to that, which dropped earlier in the week. We've got Black Myth, I was gonna say Black Myth Wukong. Black Myth Zonghui also dropped a gameplay trailer earlier, I think it was like last week, which I've done a reaction to, which is dropping later today. And that's kind of got me in the mood to kind of like look at some more games. So we're gonna check out the new Tides of Annihilation trailer, as well as kind of like a IGN playthrough sort of trailer for Swords of Legends, which kind of goes over some of like the gameplay and like the experience itself. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Let's just switch over and we'll check out Tides of Annihilation first. So Tides of Annihilation, for those who aren't aware, is an upcoming game based on Arthurian legends. You play as, I can't remember, was it Gwendolyn? I think her name's Gwendolyn in this. I can't remember what the main character's called, but basically she has the ability to summon various knights of the Round Table to assist her in combat. It looked really cool when they first announced it, and since then, Jennifer, is her name? I think it's Jennifer English or whatever her name is. The actress who was voicing the main character has kind of stepped away from the role, sort of had like a new person step up, which is the voice actor for, oh god, what's her name? Is it Grace in Resident Evil? I think that's the one. I'm so bad with remembering names, but yeah, she's basically doing like she's took over the role basically. So this is kind of like the first trailer where we'll probably hear her voice acting on the character. So let's jump in.
How is this possible?
Beautiful.
In Tides of Annihilation, it isn't just London Bridge that's falling down.
True.
It's the entire city that's been razed to
That's
ruins
true.
by an unknown presence invading from a mysterious otherworld.
You know, whenever you see two small girls that look like they could be twins, never trust them. They're always evil.
And you're the only human survivor left to stop it. This action-adventure, heavily inspired by Arthurian legend, made a serious splash when it was announced early last year.
Yeah, honestly, like when it got first announced, the gameplay looks so good. So I'm so hyped for this. I feel like Chinese game developers right now are like at the forefront of making action games, because we've got Phantom Blade Zero, we got Tides of Annihilation, we got Black Myth Wukong, we had Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. We've got obviously Black Myth Songqueen coming as well. We've got Swords of Legend coming as well. We've got so many like action games coming out, and it's so cool to see because like as much as I love Souls-likes and Soulsborns or whatever you want to call them, I feel like they've kind of dominated the action genre for so many years that people have kind of lost interest in making action games. Like the only one I can really think of off the top of my head that is like still an action game at its very core is Ninja Gaiden, because obviously they did Ninja Gaiden 4 last year, yeah, because it was like January time, wasn't it? They did Ninja Gaiden 4, and then no, it wasn't January, it was after that, but we had like Ninja Gaiden 2 Black that was released as well. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. Anyway, let's carry on.
I was initially concerned that the fast-paced slash-em-up from first-time developer Eclipse Glow Games may have been all style over substance. However, after spending roughly 2 hours of hands-on time with a preview build at a recent event, I'm happy to say that Tides of Annihilation feels just as exhilarating to play as it is utterly dazzling to watch.
It does look really cool, to be fair.
You are nothing but a worm, while I am destined for glory!
While previous Tides of Annihilation trailers have depicted a broken down Big Ben and lopsided London Eye, during my hands-on demo my investigations into its blight-riddled version of Old Blighty were restricted to a ruptured reworking of the British Museum. Okay. Referred to here as the Great...
See, it's going to be cool seeing all like the landmarks from the UK in the game, just like completely decimated. Just modern London, basically. But yeah, it's going to be cool to see.
Russell Museum, presumably for boring legal reasons, this iconic piece of architecture has been torn asunder, buckled and blown apart by twisting branches and rivers of red running through it. It's a unique and captivating experience to wander around a modern structure that's been so significantly warped by otherworldly forces. It feels a bit like you hopped on the tube at Waterloo Station but accidentally got off somewhere in Elden Ring's Lands Between.
Okay.
This section is apparently several hours into the adventure, so the only context I had for why protagonist Gwendolyn had arrived inside the museum's artifact-lined walls was that she was in search of a shard of the Holy Grail.
The Grail shard is in there.
Assisting in her hunt was Ninian, a young fairy with the ability...
I guess they're gonna like have to collect like sacred relics then. I wonder if we'll see like the Lady in the Lake and like other parts of Arthurian legend like Merlin and stuff. That would be pretty cool.
To transform into a bird. She basically served as a shape-shifting signpost pointing to the next main objective, gliding away to perch on a piece of scenery in order to subtly indicate the way forward.
I wish I had wings.
But I'm told by the development team that she's an extremely important character to Tides of Annihilation's story.
You're right. Thank goodness.
I also met this bizarre pair of snake-like creatures with hands for heads that seemed like they'd slithered straight out of Jim Henson's Labyrinth.
We're helping hands.
But almost everyone else I encountered was desperately trying to kill me.
Yep, it's always the way. Waves of mutilation.
Thankfully,
okay.
Gwendolyn is supremely...
Okay, I'm just going to pause for a sec so I can read this. So it looks like you cycle through the nights. So you're going to be able to access multiple. You got B to dodge, A to jump, RB is counterattack, LB plus skill is enhanced skill, and YB is quick switch.
Well equipped to conquer any contenders that stand in her way. In addition to a fairly standard suite...
So it looks like the knights are only out for a set amount of time. That's okay. I wasn't expecting them to be like full-on summons, but it's going to be interesting because like if you can summon them mid-move, you might be able to get off some really nasty combos, which is going to be, it's going to be perfect.
Of sword slashes, dodges, and parries, Gwendolyn has a pair of spectral knights that can be triggered with a well-timed button press to beam in out of the ether with a series of strikes that powerfully punctuate each of her attack
That was a
combos.
nice move. Yo.
Initially punctuate each of her
Show
attack
me that
combos.
execute again. There was no need for that. That was so over the top, but it was beautiful.
Initially, my use of these roundtable knights was less Camelot and more Spam-a-lot, as I gleefully button-mashed my way through the less intimidating hordes that greeted me after my arrival at the museum. But by the time I found myself being tested by the demo's first boss, I'd really started to grasp the subtleties of Tides of Annihilation.
Yeah, I feel like early on you're probably going to spam them a lot, but you're going to learn to control them better. There's probably going to be like ways that you can like combo with them, and that's going to provide more overall damage than just spamming them. You might even have ways that, like, say you're halfway through a move and you summon a knight to do something. Maybe that knight is going to like then proc a sort of like, you know, defense down or like damage reduction or something like that. Hey Kimberly, I'm good, thank you. How are you doing?
Setup.
Oh, that was a nice dodge.
You can modify
That
Gwendolyn's
was not
strikes by
nice.
holding a shoulder button to uppercut enemies and juggle them in the air, perform charged attacks to deal heavier damage,
Get lost!
trigger devastating execution
Right,
moves
let me read
damage,
that again. Equip a knight to the right, hold to charge up 3 levels, LB to hold to charge up 3 levels. Summon your sub knight RT whenever possible. You never know when it might turn the tide. So I'm guessing you've got like, have you got two knights you can use at the same time? A sub knight and a knight. We'll see.
Get lost!
trigger
Get
devastating
lost.
execution moves once you've lowered an enemy's
Such a British slang.
stagger meter,
But not slang, but you know. Oh,
and once you've lowered an enemy's stagger meter,
disgusting.
and once you've successfully landed enough blows, you can unleash a spectacular ultimate skill attack that rains down electrical bolts that pulverize everyone in their path.
Oh my.
Everything feels
That was
supremely
clean.
responsive to pull off, and the silky smooth animations keep it all flowing fluidly from one combo to the next.
Okay.
You can also get strategic in terms of which knights you want to employ. Gwendolyn can have 2 pairs of steel-covered soldiers to choose from at any one time, mapped to the left and right buttons of the D-pad so you can switch.
I see. So I guess you kind of equip them as like a team. Like you'll pick like which 2 knights you want available at each time, and then like depending on which ones you've got, depends on like what moves they do. That's pretty cool.
between them on the fly.
So technically you've got up to 4 knights you can have equipped. That's cool.
As your stable of spectral sidekicks grows by unlocking new knights from defeating certain
Geharis, a knight with a powerful area attacks, adept at handling chaotic battlefields. Visit Oathblade Throne to change Knights of the Round Table in use.
sub-bosses,
Okay.
you have the freedom to mix and match these.
The crazy thing is as well, they could technically have infinite number of knights, right? Because in Arthurian myth, there's technically infinite amounts of knights, like depending on what version you read. Like in some versions there's like 10, some versions there's like 15, some versions there's like 100. So like obviously you've got like the named ones like Lancelot and Galahad and stuff like that, but they could just make up so many random knights for this game and people would just like vibe with it. But I hope you can get like Lancelot and stuff. Lancelot's probably going to be like one of the most broken ones in the game, isn't he?
Pairs in order to create a loadout that best suits your personal playstyle. You might want to pair the short-range specialties of the scythe-wielding Bedivere with Gawain's ability to teleport straight to targets, for
I know
example.
that one. Oh, beautiful.
Or perhaps you'd prefer to partner the guard-breaking attacks of Palamedes
Okay.
with Kay's ability to temporarily freeze opponents and buy you some breathing space during a battle.
I am curious how many knights you're going to get access to, because we've seen like, I think we've seen about 5 or 6 at the moment, but I feel like there's a very good chance we're going to see a lot more.
There are 5 knights available in my demo, but the developers told me that was just a small sample of the roster that will be available in the finished game. And I'm excited to see how creative the combat can become as Gwendolyn's gaggle of guts.
So if they're saying small roster at 5, I feel there's going to be like 15 or 20 knights, maybe like even more, who knows.
Grows. Although it might sound like quite a lot to manage, Tides of Annihilation's greatest magic trick is that it puts you in charge of this spectral horde of King Arthur's cronies without ever bogging down a fight with any form of fiddly micromanagement. Its combat is consistently up-tempo, never sacrificing any speed in favor of strategic flexibility.
Oh my god.
Getting your combinations of knights right and
Those
efficiently
attacks.
employing their support skills is crucial in order to overcome Tides of Annihilation's beefier boss encounters, and there were two main story villains to overcome in my demo. After battling my way to the museum's Egyptian wing, I was suddenly teleported into a sand-swept desert realm and pitted head-to-head with the polearm-toting Anubis, who unleashed devastating
Whoa, we can fight Anubis. That's... Oh, Anubis is cool, man.
tornado attacks upon a perilous
Yo, can we get Anubis as a knight? That's the question. Can we get Anubis as the summon?
pair of platforms that made up a giant set of scales. Later on, I faced off
cool
against the
design,
surprisingly
though.
nimble Mordred inside the museum's library in an extremely cinematic multi-phase fight.
How boring.
Yo, she's showing off, man.
Mordred
Stop
filled me
showing off.
with more dread when she eventually emerged from the earth atop a dragon big enough to intimidate a Targaryen, forcing me to take evasive measures as she swooped down and engulfed the combat arena in purple flames. Both of these battles absolutely popped with visual flair and challenged me to continue.
Anubis looks so cool. Please tell me we can get him as a summon. Anubis would definitely be like one of my go-tos.
Continually mix up my approach as each boss intensified their assaults. Gwendolyn's armor-suited allies aren't just handy friends to have in battle. A number of their unique abilities can also be employed while exploring the world around her.
Speaking of which, here comes practice.
The archer, boars, can be used to fire rope arrows in order to create new paths with zip lines.
That's cool. So I guess you're gonna have to really like think about what knights you bring with you, because if certain ones are gonna be key to like certain areas, I don't, sadly. It's a game I've kind of considered picking up. I've just never got round to it. I do have a fair few friends that play it and collab a lot on it, so I should probably pick it up at some point soon. But yeah, if certain knights are gonna have abilities that like interact with the environment, such as like the rope arrows, you are really gonna have to consider what knights you bring with you, aren't you? That's an interesting one.
Or to fire a cleaving bolt to tear through ropes that may be suspending treasure chests from a ceiling.
Yes. They're 100% coming. If they can get you loot, that's always what matters.
Exactly what I need.
Boots.
Meanwhile, the burly Palamedes has more useful functions than a smartwatch, since he can
Breaks
punch through
walls.
cracked walls
Yeah.
or lift heavy doors to open up hidden rooms,
Okay.
as well as drag stone columns or raise heavy crates to create a platform towards objects that are otherwise out.
Okay. So if you've got access to 4 knights at a time, and so far 2 of them, one of them is gonna like Palamedes is probably gonna be crucial because of him moving stuff around and opening doors, breaking walls and whatnot. And then the archer, both of them are going to be crucial though, aren't they? So I'm hoping they're gonna spread enough area, like points around each area where you can go to change your knights. Otherwise you're really gonna have to think and like replay through areas just to make sure you get all the loot and get all the secrets.
Reach. The implication is that each spectral knight that Gwendolyn recruits to her cause will open up new methods for navigating Tides of Annihilation's environments, potentially
that's
leading
cool.
to a Metroidvania-style structure where you're consistently given reasons to revisit earlier areas in order to unlock
Okay, I
secrets that were
see.
previously inaccessible.
Yeah, so it's doing it for replayability then. I'm not too against that, I suppose. Oh, that was
Exploring
cool.
off Gwendolyn's path of destruction also rewards you with optional combat challenges and even additional boss fights. When I wandered into the museum's Chinese gallery, I got a cryptic
The
clue from an
Marshal
NPC
say,
about a
"Is that-
cursed fiend prowling the building's
Is that Guan Yu?
halls.
Must be a nasty sort for you to single him out.
And by tracking him down, I was eventually drawn into a fierce
Yo.
battle against a samurai surging with electricity.
Can you get him as okay. Okay, I will sub to you, so would you promise? So you promise to Thank you if you do sub. I like I said, I'll probably pick it up at some point. I'm just not sure right now because I don't buy games that often, and I've only just brought the pre-order for Phantom Blade Zero, so maybe in like a month's time or something I'll pick it up and do some collabs, because I know I've got like a fair few friends that play it and are always down to collab on it. So yeah, I do hope that this dude is a knight you can get. Same with Anubis. That would be like 2 of the knights I use. Garant. Okay.
Later on, after I'd shifted into the desert realm, I explored the sand surrounding the museum only to be set upon by a particularly tough tormentor who was able to tear portals through time and space in order to perform devastating darting attacks that ambushed me from opposing sides of the arena.
Rendor. That kind of looks like the
Elsewhere, there was the odd environment.
That kind of looks like the knight that he was summoning earlier, so maybe that's how you get him. You beat him in a fight.
Puzzle to pause and ponder over, including a pretty novel brain teaser that involved manipulating the pieces on a giant double-sided chess set. Aside from being fun in their own right, completing these optional puzzle and combat-oriented challenges earns Gwendolyn everything from more damaging swords to sturdier sets of armor, as well as special badges that can be equipped to grant her.
Okay, let's read some of these.
Of armor, as well.
Gradually restores night energy.
A special badge.
I missed that one. I missed that one by like
sets of armor.
Let's try again.
As well as special.
Doubles the number of meteors summoned. Okay.
Badges that.
Every 10 hits, summon a meteor that deals additional damage. Okay, so I'm guessing these are like your accessories you can equip, and they're going to give you like various buffs.
Can be equipped to grant her additional buffs. When I was felled during a gravity-defying platforming section right at the climax of the Mordred encounter, I was certainly glad that I'd equipped the badge that brought Gwendolyn back to life with half her health, so that I was able to keep calm and carry on with the rest of the fight.
I mean, she ain't got much life left, so imagine if you died then and didn't have it. You would have just been so annoyed.
Gwendolyn's suite of controls felt supremely responsive and flexible for the most part. I did sense some minor restrictions with her movement that I hope are remedied ahead of Tides of Annihilation's eventual release. Namely, her sprinting speed feels in need of a substantial boost. Since shift...
Yeah, it looks kind of a bit slow for a sprint, so hopefully they increase that.
From a walk to a run only feels like a fairly modest change in pace. Similarly, her agility in the air appears in need of some tweaks, because at present she's a bit too beholden to the bounds of gravity. I wouldn't say that Gwendolyn even has a double jump, it's more like a 1.5 jump at best.
Yeah,
and that made some
I can see that.
Platforming sections feel ever so slightly stiff as a result. However, my biggest complaint after my short time with Tides of Annihilation is that I honestly wish it had lasted for longer, and that can only be a...
That's a good sign though. That's a really good sign, because if your main complaint after playing a demo of a game is I wish it was longer, that means it's a fun game. So I'm really looking forward to Tides.
Sign. Especially since so many of the awesome encounters that have been teased in previous trailers, including the looming Shadow of the Colossus-inspired giant knights that double as both intense platforming challenges and breathtaking boss fights, were completely absent from this hands-on build. Indeed, there's clearly...
You know they're saving that for like the full game. They're not going to give you a playable version of that. Not until the full release.
There's still much to learn about this alluring action-adventure that's currently in development for PC, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S, including its release date. It's yet to be official.
That's the thing, they haven't announced a release date for it. It looks like it's at a level where, like, you know, they've got people coming and playing the game. So it's got to be like early 2027 release, right? Or like it's either like December or like January, February, March. It's got to be.
And if I had to guess, I wouldn't expect it before mid-2027 at the earliest. But if this fantastic first taste is anything to go by, then Tides of Annihilation seems likely to grip me harder than a knight trying to pull a sword from a stone. For more IGN previews, check out our hands-on impressions with Marvel's Wolverine and Star Wars Zero Company. And for everything else, stick with IGN.
Man, every time I see Tides of Annihilation, like, it just amazes me how good the game looks. The fact that like I said, like, Chinese game developers right now are the kings of action. Like, you've got Black Myth Wukong, you've got Wu Chang Fallen Feathers, you've got Phantom Blade Zero, you got Swords of Legends coming out, you've got Tides of Annihilation coming out, you've got other ones coming out that I can't even remember the names of. You've got Black Myth Zonghui coming out. Like, they've took a genre, probably like my favorite game genre overall, and they are just perfecting it. Because I feel for a long time we've had like good or decent games in the action genre, but they've either been Souls-likes, which, like, yeah, Souls-likes are fun, but they all kind of play very similar. There's no sort of diversity in Souls-likes. Like, I mean, there is, I suppose, but in terms of like your 3D ones, they play very similar. They don't really have like over the top moves. It's not like you play in Ninja Gaiden, for example, where you can like jump all over the place. So it's really cool to see that China is making some really good games for the future. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. And then, of course, we've got a gameplay IGN preview for Swords of Legends, because I've seen a lot of it, I just haven't seen much gameplay, and apparently there's quite a bit of gameplay in this, so I thought we'd give it a watch and see how it is.
It's 2026, and the Souls-like subgenre continues to grow, with new contenders all aiming high to be the next great hit. Is it classed as a Souls-like then? It's an appealing genre, to be sure, but to truly make an impact, you need not only a great hook, but also stellar combat fundamentals that run deep. That's where the upcoming Swords of Legends is looking to put its best foot forward. As developer Oregon Shanghai reinvigorates the long-running Chinese RPG series into a faster, more fierce action game that'll put...
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure I've played Sword of Legends games before, just not one like this. So this one looks really cool.
Players to master its wuxia-inspired martial arts.
Interesting boss.
Judge my fate.
Swords of Legends recently left
Guys trying to wannabe Zoro over here.
an impression at Summer Game Fest 2026, and we finally got over an hour of hands-on time to get a feel for its slick fighting systems and the visually stunning and tense boss encounters.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a type of Souls-like that embraces the journey of a mythical hero in the making.
There's always a dragon of some sort.
With its heightened action-focused jaunt through Chinese mythology. So far, Swords of Legends plays like a promising new Souls-like that has me eager to see where this grand spectacle will go next.
So you can summon stuff in the game, and we've just literally finished watching Black Myth Zonghui the other day, and I am very curious to see how Swords of Legends and Black Myth Zonghui are going to compare to each other, because I feel that they both have they're both action games, they both have summons in combat, and they both kind of have like that wuxia play style. So it's going to be very interesting to play them both and then compare them both. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Here we go again.
Random horse.
For many Western players, this may be the first time you've heard about Swords of Legends, which is actually part of a larger series of role-playing games and a live-action TV show based on the Chinese cross-media series Gujian.
Yeah.
Swords of Legends is a reboot of sorts that takes the series into the realm of Souls-like action, bringing the wuxia-inspired spectacle, the marrying of Chinese-influenced high fantasy and martial arts action, into an action RPG that's all about taking out foes with style and a certain level of grace that's befitting of a mythical hero. Taking on the role of Sipan, a fallen swordsman turned agent of the underworld, he's tasked with traveling to the mortal realm to face off with ruthless demons and mysterious rivals rampaging through the lands. This also includes the added task of claiming as many souls as possible from slain enemies and using them to augment his expanding arsenal of weapons and artifacts that greatly alter his fighting style.
Okay, he's got some cool weapons from what I've seen.
My hands-on time with Swords of Legends focused on a demo-specific series of tutorials and isolated missions that ran me through some of the larger environments to explore, such as the dreamlike ethereal landscape of the mythical realm, and isolated mountaintop communities overrun by demons in the mortal realm.
Oh, that was a cool move.
The signature boss battles capped off each segment, which were not only a great dive into slick martial arts action, but also surprisingly tricky encounters.
See, they said it's a part of the Souls-like genre, but I feel it's not. I feel it's more just like a pure action game. I just feel like, because obviously Souls-likes are a subgenre of action games, anytime you see like a healing flask or healing potions, dodging, blocking, they just like, people instantly just call it a Souls-like at that point, and it's like, it's not. Those are just core parts of an action game
that had me pulling out every trick I could use to keep up with them.
So I feel like it doesn't look like it's going to be like a complicated, hard game. It looks like it's a very action-heavy game.
One of my favorite bosses, which also shows the tone that Swords of Legends goes for, was the Tri-Tail boss.
Oh man, it reminds me of Where Winds Meet. Where Winds Meet, a couple of patches ago, they had like a cat boss, and it's literally just this cat, this fat cat with like a giant fish on it that he uses as a weapon. So I like the like silly fantasy stuff that you can have like this.
Who turns from a wholesome cat into a totally ripped feline that pummeled me to bits.
He hit Jim, bro. Okay.
Swords of Legends does stick close to that Souls-like structure, and it is an admittedly well-established setup, especially in the wake of recent standouts like Black Myth Wukong and Wuchong Fallen Feathers.
That's good to hear, because obviously Black Myth was like a game of the year. It was, well, it wasn't a game of the year. It was a lot of people's game of the year. It unfortunately lost to whatever it was called, the robot one, the PlayStation exclusive. I don't know how that happens, because you've got a game that's on multiple platforms versus a game that was on one platform, and it was the best selling game that year, and everyone that played it was like, oh yeah, this is our game of the year. But obviously that was a very good, very light game. Wuchang as well, I feel like it wasn't, so it had a lot of complications in its early release, but a lot of people really liked Wuchang that played it. Like, I really liked it. I didn't get all the way through it, and I've still got to go back and finish it, because I got to a boss that I was having a lot of difficulty with, and I chose to have a break from it, but I kind of haven't gone back to it since. So I need to sit down and play through it again, but I'll probably do that off stream, to be honest. I want to take my time with it. But they're releasing another a number 2 for it as well now. That got announced recently, which is really cool. But those two games were very good games in the last like 2 years. So seeing that it's being compared to them and holding up its own, that's very good signs in my opinion.
Still, I was impressed with how well Swords of Legends presents its combat fundamentals.
Okay.
It, of course, sticks with the tried and true flow of picking your moments carefully to go in for strikes against both common enemies and some of the more ruthless foes.
Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. So I'm guessing you can do like combo attacks with your summons.
But it handles that particular dance of navigating combat encounters where you'll evade, parry, and dodge attacks to strike at the right time as exactly that. A dance of wills and wits. I was particularly impressed with how these battles have such flair to them, which is a nice contrast from other Souls-likes that tend to keep the tone of battles subdued and mostly serious.
Oh, hold on, let me see that move again.
Keep the tone of battle subdued and mostly serious.
What a move, man, what a move. You know that's gonna, oh man, it's gonna have some funny moments in this game, isn't it?
With the wuxia influence, it really hones in on the tone of a mythical martial arts fable. There's a dance-like quality to the flow of these
summon
fights, where you're dishing out combo attacks and reacting to enemy attacks in a way that was just as exciting to watch as it was to take part in.
Oh man.
It made for a more fun type of engagement that I don't often feel from Souls-like games. Still, there were plenty of moments where the enemies really decked me when I found myself getting too comfortable. That same sense of satisfaction when taking out a particularly ruthless enemy, and later on once again with ease, is present in Swords of Legends.
Nice.
I got a big kick out of successfully parrying many enemy strikes from a pass.
That link attack is cool, man. I'm hoping that like you get more than the 2 summons that we've seen so far, because it would be cool if like you defeat enemies throughout the game and then you can like not all of them, but certain ones can become summons for you and then you can work with them. I've also just noticed it says Ox Head on the left, so I'm guessing the summons have their own like separate health bar, so you'll probably be able to summon them and they'll stay in the fight until they run out of health, which is pretty cool. So I can't remember if Zhonghui showed that, if they had their own health bars. I know in Zhonghui you can like switch, well not switch, but like take over the summon, so it'd be cool to see if you can do that or something similar in this game. Obviously you've got like the link attack, which is a big thing,
then sneaking in a critical hit.
I think it's going to be good
to knock them into a stagger.
Nice.
When it comes to fundamentals, Swords of Legends, while very familiar, hits most of the right notes when it comes to matching that compelling yet still stressful Souls-like flow. Unfortunately, one downside of the demo I played was some unfortunate technical hiccups that disrupted the flow and made landing some parries a bit difficult. This could be a very troublesome snag for a Souls-like in the making, so hopefully the developers will be able to iron them out prior to launch.
Yeah, hopefully.
Where Swords...
I kind of wish he'd explain what those technical issues were, or at least show them, because that's kind of the one issue I have with like demos like this, is they never really show the flaws that they have. So saying you had a few technical hiccups is like, yeah, it happens, but can you like show it so we have an understanding of how bad it is? But I don't know, hopefully they fix it and smooth it out before the full release.
Of Legends really makes its big swings away from familiar Souls-like trends is with C-Pan's arsenal of weapons and skills. Along with a myriad of weapons like glaives and two-handed swords, there's also a slate of weapon artifacts that outfit C-Pan with different combat abilities. His base Cosmic Mirror artifact allows him to summon glyphs that can lock enemies into place, or more importantly, block and parry strikes from enemy combatants. I spent most of my hands-on time sticking with this one for its defensive qualities, as it was incredibly satisfying to successfully smack away attacks like I was in Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. Another fun artifact was a Thunder Banner.
Let's read this. Imbuing light weapon with lightning. The next 2 light attacks become a special attack Thunder Draw Slash. Transform into a streak of lightning, dash forward, evading all attacks and dealing minor damage to enemies you pass through. Okay.
Which added lightning damage to my core attacks and a quick lightning dodge that came in handy during the fiercer fights. Another fun twist with Swords of Legends is the ability to call in an assist from defeated foes. One of the early bosses I defeated in the tutorial was the hammer-wielding Ox Head, who then offered his services to C-Pan in future battles.
Nice.
In addition to summoning him for quick powered-up strikes, you can even have him join in key battles against stage bosses, giving you a partner to fight alongside you, and even execute cinematic link attacks.
Yeah, the link attacks are going to be like the big part of the game, aren't they?
With C-Pan and his companion teaming up to deal critical damage on a staggered boss. This especially came in handy during some of the more intense boss battles, which really sold the more stylized and wuxia spectacle moments of Swords of Legends.
Nice.
The demo's most challenging fight was against a powered-up Ox Head, who really dished out some serious pain.
Oh.
Even with the powered-up C-Pan's new weapons and gear, such as a Shrine Guardian armor set covered in talismans, I still had to lock in and find those moments to break through his defenses. And even then, It took me many tries to finally take him out.
Oh, unlucky.
It was a great capper to the demo, and I was impressed with how well C-Pan's abilities can evolve through the campaign, which is always fun to see in a Souls-like.
I did. I've got a reaction to it dropping today, ironically. I watched it off stream, but I'm so excited for it. I was saying earlier with this is like, I'm really curious how I want to play Swords of Legends, but I also want to play Black Myth Song Kui, so I'm really curious how they're going to compare to each other, because they both have like very similar styles and mechanics, so it's going to be interesting. I feel like they're both going to be like really good games, but like similar but different enough from each other.
Swords of Legends' such a neat spin on a Souls-like is that it focuses on players steadily building up a mythical hero, and that's an intriguing hook for an action RPG.
Yeah.
Still, much like the subgenre itself, there is a certain challenge that comes with creating a Souls-like that not many developers can fully grasp and turn into a compelling game. But so far, Swords of Legends and its mythical hero's journey do have the makings of a stylish and invigorating action game that makes its badass character moments count.
That's what matters. Badass character moments.
For more on the latest upcoming games, check out our recent previews of Star Wars Galactic Razor and The Defiant, and of course for everything else in the world of video games, stick with IGN.
Okay. I am so excited for this to come out. I think it's going to be a very good game, but like Tides of Annihilation that we just watched, it doesn't have a release date yet. So I really hope that this and Tides comes out either late this year or early next year, but I feel like both of them are going to be like mid next year, unfortunately. But oh man, there's just so many good like Chinese action games coming out right now. Oh, I don't know, they're so good. I hope they fix what Wukong mixed, as in expanded their world for exploration. I noticed Song Kui can interact with cliffs when he jumps, meaning the world might be bigger and more open. Yeah, I noticed that as well. He can do a bit of parkour and stuff, can't he? So I feel like that's gonna... I don't know if they'll like fully expand the world. I feel like it's still gonna be very similar to Black Myth in like chapter setups with like a teleport. But I do feel it could be like areas are more like chapter 6 in Wukong than the other chapters, so like more kind of like open world within itself, if you know what I mean. Because I did notice in Song Kui, there was a point where he was like on a mount, and the mount was like a pair of legs. So I need to BRB, just bear with me because I need to send some information to a friend. sorry about that. I'm back. So let me see what Yukimura was saying. So if the tiger and the big half demon he can use can be fast travel between areas, summons a Nimbus. See, the thing is, right, I've got a theory with Zhonghui. So the story of Zhonghui, right, from what I remember, is that he was like a famous, like a super famous, like super knowledgeable. You know what? Let me just fucking. Well, you know what? We'll find a video on him actually. We'll just watch a video on who is Zhonghui. Because I remember roughly he's like a Chinese demon hunter in it. And I'll finish your messages first. The tiger, see, I do think at least the big half demon is going to be a mount. I'm not so sure about the tiger. The company grew so big, so hopefully they involve significantly more staff to Zhonghui than they did with Wukong. With a higher budget, more revenue, etc., they could fix some of the things that were missing in Wukong. Yeah, I think they will. Wukong was a 9/10 for me and a game of the year for 2024, even though I always loved Dragon's Dogma. But Wukong World was awesome, but it needed more unique filling and legacy dungeons. So imagine if you fly Nimbus like Chapter 6, but in a world similar to Elden Ring, you can go explore. Even if they do Zhonghui with chapters, I hopefully... Yeah, I feel like they'll stick to the chapters, but it will be like... It will basically be like every chapter is like Chapter 6 of Black Myth Wukong, but there'll be more going on, if you know what I mean, because even though Chapter 6 of Black Myth Wukong had a lot going on, it still felt like a lot of the areas was just kind of empty. So yeah, we'll stick this on if I can. There we are. Who is Zhonghui?
Did you?
So we're gonna watch this and get the full explanation because I can't remember the full extent of his story.
Now, in ancient Chinese legends, there was a man full of knowledge and overflowing with talent.
Yes.
He should have become the top scholar in the imperial exams. Yeah. But because of his extremely ugly appearance, the emperor refused to appoint him.
Yeah.
Frustrated and unwilling to accept this injustice, he chose to end his life by crashing against a palace pillar.
Yeah.
But his fate did not.
Basically, he was super smart, but he was that hideous and ugly. The emperor refused to appoint him as like the top scholar, so he just killed himself. But then like he became like this super demon ghost hunter. Interesting enough, both Zhonghui and Sun Wukong are from the same era, but in Black Myth hundreds of years have passed, so perhaps late Tang. Maybe Zhonghui's story would pass hundreds of years. It'd be interesting if somehow we meet Sun Wukong. So if you've ever, so I don't think in the book, in Journey to the West, I don't think Wukong ever actually meets Zhonghui. But obviously like Zhonghui at that point is basically like a, you know, an immortal celestial anyway, so he's gonna be around. Even in like Black Myth Wukong, for example, he's still gonna be around. We just don't see him. But the one thing I was gonna say is obviously the Zhonghui we saw in the original trailer where he's got like the sword on his back, the blue skin, he's on the tiger. Yeah. I feel that we're not actually going to play as Zhonghui where he's got the blue skin and he's on the tiger. I feel the story of Black Myth Zhonghui is going to be the story of how he became that, basically. it's gonna be like a twist where instead of him actually killing himself, he goes out on this journey, and that's how he becomes the celestial deity that he becomes. I think that's what it's gonna be. Yeah, I think Black Myth, it's always like a, it's like what if stories basically. It's like, you know, what if Wukong, even after becoming enlightened, kept getting hunted by celestials anyway, and was tired of it and knew that he'd never like be able to be truly free and be himself. And yeah, because that's basically what Black Myth Wukong's about, isn't it? Yeah. And I feel like this is going to be a prequel. I feel like this will be a prequel to the story of Zhong Kui, because if you look at the gameplay trailer, you're playing as like a very human looking Zhong Kui. So I feel like it's going to be a twist, because he's also not ugly, which is what kind of confused me at first, because I was like, oh, is that Zhong Kui we're playing as or not? Yeah, it really does.
Not in there. King Yama in the underworld was so moved by his loyalty and righteousness that he made him the master of ghosts, in charge of hunting demons. That man is Zhong Kui.
Because see there, he looks so different from the actual character that you're playing in the game. Like if you compare their faces,
that man is
like if you compare their faces, he doesn't look the same. King Yama is the same king that Wukong bullied earlier. Yeah, it is.
Zhong Kui.
He doesn't look like the same character, so I feel like this is Zhong Kui, and we're playing someone else in the story. Or, you know, because in the Black Myth Zhong Kui trailer, right, there's two characters right at the end that are fighting. The main character and someone else who looks kind of similar to the main character. So I feel like we're not going to play Zhong Kui. I feel we're playing someone else who gets abilities similar to Zhong Kui, but isn't Zhong Kui.
In today's video, we'll talk about the story of Zhong Kui, a figure who strikes fear into the hearts of all demons and monsters. I'm Mr. Yap.
I hope we capture creatures and use them as summons. Looks like it. Yeah, I think there's a very good chance we're gonna do that. They've already kind of showed a few off in the trailers and stuff.
And welcome to the Legend Yokai channel. Here, I share famous yokai and urban legends.
Yes.
I'm also working on content related to Journey to the West.
Okay, good.
If you're a fan of these topics, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any future videos.
All information in this video is sourced from the internet. If there are any inaccuracies, we kindly ask for your understanding. Yeah, understandable. Unlike Sun Wukong, where you can point here, Journey to the West, Zhong Kui does not have that. His story is more of a folktale. Exactly. So I think they're going to have a lot of creative liberties with it, because it's not that there's not much to go off. It's just that you don't have like a well-known book. He also has a sister that he marries off. Yeah.
Zhong Kui, also revered as the Demon Vanquishing Lord, is a divine figure in Chinese mythology, specializing in capturing ghosts and suppressing demons.
You know, I need to play it. Bear with me. You know, when you're sitting there, starting your journey as Zhong Kui.
Louder!
That's enough of that. That's enough of that before I get friggin' Lost Kingdom series or folklore by game. I feel I've played Lost Kingdoms. Let me Google it because it sounds familiar. Lost Kingdom. FromSoft. Okay, it sounds familiar, but it doesn't look like something I've played. Although I haven't really seen much footage. It's just showing me friggin' the box art. No, I haven't played that, no. Perhaps this game would be like that, but with Black Myth touch to it. Okay.
With a fierce and imposing appearance, he is widely acknowledged in folk tradition as the King of Ghosts, believed to eliminate evil spirits and safeguard households.
Speaking of, well, not newer, but have you seen the NARAKA game coming out as well? I can't, what was it called now? It was like something NARAKA. Yeah, it would be cool. That's what I was hoping would happen with like the DLC chapters. Like you'd get to meet like NARAKA and Nuar and like other celestial beings.
His image is commonly used as a protective talisman. His weapon of choice is the formidable 7-star sword.
Yes.
In traditional paintings and folklore, Zhong Kui is always depicted sternly facing demons with this mighty blade.
His trusty sword.
It is more than just a sword.
Unless you play Smite, then he uses a friggin'... Well, when I play him, he's got a Ghostbuster skin.
It is his ultimate weapon for vanquishing...
Yeah, she kind of is, isn't she?
...evil spirits and yokai. In addition to his sword, Zhong Kui is frequently depicted majestically riding a tiger in folk art.
Yes.
In Chinese culture, the tiger, revered as the king of all beasts, symbolizes ferocity, authority, and the power to ward off evil. By riding the tiger, Zhong Kui demonstrates not only his command over the fiercest forces, but also his divine role in suppressing demons and patrolling the realms between the living and the dead. The tiger thus stands as a powerful symbol of his status as the King of Ghosts. Zhong Kui is often accompanied by bats.
Okay.
In the dark of night, these creatures are quick and agile, able to scout out lurking demons and guide Zhong Kui on his journeys.
Oh, wait. Do you reckon that... So in Black Myth's Zhong Kui, in the gameplay trailer, we saw like the old man that turned into like paper, kind of like bat-like things. Do you reckon that's a representation of this in the game? It's got to be, right? If he's always like followed by bats to hunt demons in the night, and that's like following him around, leading him places, I feel like that's meant to represent it. Join the council. I guess this means your god bullied my god, so we should hate each other. Screw you, stupid monkey. Hey. Just get better. Just be better, bro.
Allowing him to move freely between the realms of yin and yang. In Chinese, the word for bat sounds the same as the word for blessing.
Okay.
So bats have long symbolized good fortune and peace. Because of this, the bats suggest that Zhong Kui not only vanquishes evil, but also brings protection and prosperity.
Okay.
Their sharp instincts and mysterious aura add a layer of auspiciousness and mystique to his already formidable presence. Also known as Zhongnarn, Zhong Kui is recorded in many ancient texts, such as the unofficial history of Tharn and the origin of things, as a native of Zhongnarn Mountain in Shanxi. These records provide clear and reliable accounts of his background and origins. His appearance is fierce, wide glaring eyes, a dark complexion, and a thick beard. Such a visage would frighten...
That friggin' image, man, what the hell? Just friggin'... staring off with the kid while the kid's crying. Poor kid, man.
Children and strike fear into wrongdoers. Despite his rugged exterior, he is loyal and righteous, with a strong-willed, fiery temperament. He values reason and never tolerates evil. According to the biography of Zhong Kui during the Wudar era of the Tharn dynasty, Zhong Kui was a diligent and
demons friggin' would cry, wouldn't they, if they saw him? Wukong grew 2 heads, became 3-headed, just to say that I could do it too, to Nasia. Hey, look, when you try showing off, prepare to get humbled.
Exceptionally talented scholar determined to serve his country. He set out to travel to the capital and take the imperial examinations. However, coming from a poor family, he lacked the funds for the journey. Fortunately, his close friend from his hometown, Du Ping, generously provided financial support, allowing Zhong Kui,
good man, that's what you call a good friend,
to reach Chang'an and pursue his ambitions. With his exceptional talent, Zhong Kui
gone from looking angry and serious to big happy man.
Held in the imperial examinations, achieving the top rank that should have made him the Zhuangyuan. However, during the final palace examination, the emperor, displeased with his ugly appearance, revoked his title, insisting that a Zhuangyuan,
look at his hat, that's a Song dynasty,
must possess both talent and good looks. Faced with such blatant injustice, Zhong Kui was filled with anguish. In the silent court, overwhelmed by anger and despair, he chose to make a statement with his death, crashing against a palace pillar and dying on the spot.
Imagine being like the smartest dude in the room, and like you don't get accepted for the position that you should get for being the smartest dude in the room, and your logic is to go, fuck this shit, I'm out of here. Just end life. Oh my god.
The emperor was shocked and deeply moved by Zhong Kui's loyalty and righteousness. He ordered a grand burial with all the honors due to a Zhuangyuan. However, Zhong Kui's story did not end there. After his death, it is said that his righteous spirit moved the heavens. There are 2 popular versions of how he became a deity. Some say it was King Yama, moved by his loyalty and righteousness, who appointed him as the celestial master in charge of hunting demons, hence his title as the King of Ghosts. Others believe it was the Jade Emperor in heaven.
I think it's going to be King Yama. King Yama makes a bit more sense.
Who, feeling that Zhong Kui's talent should not be wasted, personally decreed him the demon vanquishing lord, granting him command over ghostly troops and the power to suppress evil spirits and protect the human world. Either way, Zhong Kui's divine power and renown soon became...
What if, as we meet King Yama in the game, some Wukong comes in mocking Kim Yang? Yeah, I know he serves the Jade Emperor. I just feel like logically it would make more sense if it was King Yama doing, like, giving him the title and the powers. Obviously, like, I suppose the Jade Emperor can do that too, but I don't know. I feel like King Yama would be more kind of obvious.
Became known throughout the human world. It is said that during the Tianbao era, Emperor Xianzong of Tharn fell ill with a strange disease that resisted all treatment. By day, he was dazed and disoriented, and by night, he was tormented by terrifying dreams. Ghosts would throw bricks and tiles, and the palace was in chaos, leaving the imperial...
When there's something strange in your neighborhood, who are you gonna call? Zhong Kui.
Physicians helpless. One night, Xianzong dreamed that a little demon had sneaked into the palace to steal treasures. Just as he was about to shout in anger, a thunderous crash echoed through the sky. A towering, imposing figure descended from above. He wore a tattered hat, a red robe, and a horn sash around his waist. His expression stern and awe-inspiring. With a single step forward, he seized the little demon instantly. Xianzong was stunned and hurriedly asked,
"The Jade Emperor in mythology is insanely OP because heaven serve him, earth serve him, the underworld serve him, demons and gods serve him, the celestials." Yeah. Oh, that's 80s era TV. Yeah, I know, right? The green laser. When all else fails, shoot the green laser. Yeah, I know, like, he was basically, like, above everything, wasn't he? But I don't know. I guess we'll find out when the game drops. I feel like it's going to tell a different story, though, obviously. The main character looks very different, in my opinion, from the Zhong Kui that we also saw in the trailers. So I feel it's either before he became a deity or it's someone else.
"Who are you?" The towering man cupped his hands in respect and replied, "Your servant is Zhong Kui, a scholar of Zhongnar. Years ago, I was denied the top rank in the imperial exams because of my appearance. In anger, I ended my life before the palace throne. After death, the Jade Emperor took pity on me and appointed me demon, vanquishing lord over both the realms of the living and the dead, vowing to sweep away all evil spirits and protect the human world." Before he finished speaking, Xianzong awoke with a start. His illness vanished, and his spirit was revitalized. The next day, the emperor summoned the great painter Wu Daozhi and commanded him to bring his dream to life in a painting titled Zhong Kui.
The eyes, man. Oh man, I love how like over the top his expression is. Oh man, I might just look up some like Zhong Kui pictures later, just have a little chuckle.
Capturing Ghost. With swift, masterful strokes, Wu Daozhi completed the work. Impressed, Emperor Xianzong hung the painting of the rear palace gate to ward off evil spirits. From that moment, Zhong Kui was no longer seen as a failed scholar but revered as a divine guardian, dedicated to hunting ghosts, subduing demons, and bestowing blessings upon households. Emperor Xianzong even began giving New Year's gifts of Zhong Kui's portraits to his officials for protection. His role is also recorded in Dunhuang manuscripts, such as the New Year's Eve exorcism text, which mentions Zhong Kui as a key figure in grand exorcism ceremonies.
Interesting.
With the emperor's endorsement, Zhong Kui's worship spread from the court to the general public. He eventually became firmly established as a door guardian deity, specifically known as the ghost-subduing gate god. Perhaps Zhong Kui's tale isn't as widely known as Sun Wukong's from Journey to the West, yet he remains one of Chinese folklore's most revered demon slayers. His loyalty and integrity show that even an ordinary person can rise to become a hero who guards the boundaries between heaven and earth.
I do think it's cool that they're going with Zhong Kui next because he's such a powerful character in the mythology, in the lore, but he's not really as widely known as like Wukong, for example, as Neja, as Erlang Shan, as Nuwa. So you've got all these Chinese mythological characters they could have gone for, and they've gone for one that like isn't as well known, but I think he's nearly as strong as Fuxi. I think he's nearly as strong as Wukong, just not. Obviously, like Wukong's bullshit OP, but he was definitely one of the stronger deities.
With the monumental success of Black Myth Wukong, we've seen how a classic epic can captivate the world all over again. Perhaps Black Myth Zhong Kui will bring this unique.
Do you think Hundun might appear? Possibly. Didn't they say that Hundun was getting his own game? Let me have a look, because there was a list before of trademarked ones. I know some of them got brought out, like Nasia. So we've got trademark titles. You've got Wukong, which released, Zhongqi, which is in development, Jiangjia, Xiaoquan, Dahawang, Shanghai, and Soushen. I might have a quick look at them because I can't remember who's who. I feel like I know who one of them is from Smite.
And formidable exorcist legend of life for players around the globe.
Yeah, man, I can't wait for this. Okay, we're kind of done with that. I'm going to close that down. I'm going to open a new one, so I don't leak anything. So we've got Jiang Xia. Oh, there's a film for it. Xiao Qian. I feel like Xiao Qian's familiar. Oh, that's a diplomat. I don't think it's about the friggin' diplomat. Mythology. The Wong. Mythology. I'll have a quick read of who each of these are. Shanghai sounds familiar. Shanghai. Mythology. And Soushen. Soushen mythology. I don't think it's Nizhao Quan. Okay. So we got Jiang Xia, Nizhao Quan, Wang Mei Da Wang. Oh. Oh. Okay. So one of them, Shanghai, is a book by the looks of it, called Classic of Mountains and Seas, known as Shanghai Jing or Shanghai Qing. In such two of them are. Okay, let me open this. We're doing so much chatting today. Li Xiao Ziyi. No, I haven't. I do need to read more, to be honest. I really need to get more into my my Chinese mythology again. So you got Jiang Xia, also known several names, who's a military general and strategist who assisted King Wen of Zhou and King Wu of Zhou, overthrowing the Shang dynasty and establishing the Zhou kingdom. Okay. He's got a big forehead there, poor dude. So he's basically like in Taoism. It's going to be like in Taoism that's the important part, because it's like he's probably going to become a god or something. Yeah, Jiang Xia has been revered as a god in temples throughout China since the Han Dynasty. He's a war god. Okay, so he's a war god. That's going to be interesting. God of War? Anyone? Basically, Black Myth God of War. That's what it's going to be. Jiang Xia, The plot loosely based on the classic novel Investiture of the Gods. Huang Bo portrays Zhang Ziyan, Creation of the Gods 1, Kingdom of Storms, and its sequel, Demon Force. I'm gonna look up some of these films later. I'm gonna save that for now so I can give them a watch later. So Ni Xiaoquan is a ghost, isn't she? It's female lead character, gorgeous in girls' paintings. The name is commonly was introduced as a beautiful female ghost. She died at the age of 18 and was interned in an old temple, coerced to participate in ritual murders in the service of a demon. A pale-faced scholar is going. So attempts to prey upon. He resists her, takes her home from the demon. As Ning's sickly wife slowly dies. Okay, so basically she's like doing shit for a demon and someone comes and saves her. Okay. Film and television. I'll give these a watch later as well, actually. Get some good literature on the go. So, Huangmei Dawang, which is the other one that's been saved, is the yellow-browed Great King, which is one of the antagonists of Journey to the West. He's one of the bosses you fight in the game. So it's going to be interesting to see if they make a game where you actually play as Yellowbrow. Because he's technically like not a good guy. That's interesting. Okay. Presenting him with a unique philosophical motivation. In this interpretation, he seems driven by a cynical view of human and demon nature, believing that desire is an inescapable part of existence. He serves as the final boss of Chapter 3 and engages the protagonist, the Destined One, in battle twice. The yellow-browed Great King managed to not only subdue Kang Jinlong into his service, but also successfully slayed the Snake General by forcing the New West into an unexpected winter, causing both the Snake and Turtle Generals to hibernate. Recruited 4 disciples that were opposite to the companions of Tang Sanzang, which included non-white, the opposite of Bailongma, non-able, the opposite of Zubaji, non-pure, the opposite of Xiao Jing, and non-void, the opposite of Sun Wukong, taking in a group of Heilu fish due to them seemingly bowing towards him in reverence, and turning the third Prince of Flowing Stands, 4 divine generals, into twisted Du Huang. This might mean Pangu and the early New World creation story. Oh, okay. Yeah, because you've got it there, but it literally... Okay, yeah. No, someone else is saying Pangu. Da Huang. What was it? Pangu. Pangu. Creation figure in Chinese mythology. According to the legend, separated heaven and earth. Okay, earliest writing, blah, blah, blah. Pangu aided in the task by 4 holy beasts, Turtle, Quillen, Phoenix, and Dragon. Okay. Yeah, I think you're right. It's probably going to be more this, isn't it? Then it would be weird if they did a Yellowbrow game. Considering I feel like you're not really... I feel like you're not going to see many... Unless it's like a light cameo. I don't feel you're going to see like that much heavy influence and interaction of certain characters. Like they're gonna be in one game, and then there might be like a slight spin-off, like not a slight spin-off, but like they might show up in like a cutscene or 2. The Pangu myth appears to have preceded in ancient Chinese literature by the existence of Shangji or Taiyi. Other Chinese myths, such as those of Nuwa and the Jade Emperor, try to explain how people were created and do not necessarily explain the creation of the world. Yeah. So I feel like it's gonna play around that, isn't it? Fengbo might be in it. If they made us play it as Nuwa, it would be funny. As we mend the heavens, they give us backstory. I mean, so think of it this way, right? If you look at like Nuwa in like Smite 2, for example, or Smite, she could make for a very good fighting game character if they don't go with like the snake version, because I know in the mythology she has like the snake form where she's got like, you know, the snake lower half of her body, but then she also has like a more human form. If they just leave her as like the human form and then have her being able to like summon soldiers from clay and then like, you know, creating stuff and whatnot, I feel like it could make for a very interesting Black Myth game. We got this English translations. I'm gonna look into this. I'll probably pick it up as well, to be fair. Done. And then the last one's just in such a supernatural. Oh, my eye is messing up. I'm gonna be right back, and then we're gonna jump into some NARAKA. So I'm just gonna start that and BRB. There we are. A wing guard, because Pangu, Nuwa, Fengbo are a very, very old Chinese gods. It'll be funny if she also summons Monkey from Clay. Yeah, you Nuwa, as you mend the heavens, you caused his existence indirectly. That would be a funny reference if they picked that path. I'm pretty sure Zhonghui and their future titles will be better than Wukong due to them learning Dixit. Yeah, I mean, they've already showed that there's like a massive improvement in the engine with their, not the trailer they've just dropped with the previous one, like showing the cooking. It wasn't so much about showing the cooking, it was the fact that they were like showing like how complex the engine is allowed to go, like how much it can do, like, and how detailed it can be with those animations. Went to become the 25th most sold game of all games and the highest selling game. Yeah, and somehow it lost to Astrobot. Make it make sense. Like, how do you have the highest selling game of all time that sold more then the rest of the friggin' Game of the Year nominations for that year combined, and it's still lost to Astrobot. Make it make sense, because we all know that it was voted for by journalists and no one else. But you know what kind of makes me sad about Black Myth Wukong and the future of the games is that because we know a DLC is coming for Black Myth, and obviously we want that DLC, I'm kind of sad because any sort of technological advancements they make throughout the series is not going to be implemented in the Black Myth Wukong DLC. So whatever they do to improve in Zhonghui, they're not going to be able to like do in the DLC for Black Myth and for Wukong, unless they somehow find a way to update the engine that's in Black Myth through like the DLC, but I think it's very unlikely. Yeah, like say like that, for example, you're not gonna have, I mean, he might be able to climb cliffs, but it's not going to be as clean looking as it could be, as it will be in Zhonghui, for example. Anyway, NARAKA. It's been a while since I've played it. I started playing it again recently for one reason, which you're about to see when it loads. And that's just going to crash, isn't it? I'm so looking forward to this. So recently, NARAKA released a very, very nice skin. In fact, I need to change my title to NARAKA. Okay. There it is. The skin of skins that's now lagging. There we are. So they've done like a big event for 2 new skins, which you've got here, called All Tribulations Fade. And we've got a brand new Sage Armor Wukong, Tripitaka skin. Sadly, we don't have that skin. It's not a true one anyway, because Temulch doesn't have a Sha Wu Jing skin, sadly. It's kind of weird because there is a Sha Wu Jing skin in the game, which I'll show you now. So Tian Hai here has the Sha Wu Jing skin, which is this. So that's the Sha Wu Jing skin. I think it even says that it's a... Yeah, it's Wu Jing, basically. Journey of Blades Wu Jing. So this is the Wu Jing skin that, for some reason, they've also stuck the brand new Golden Cicada skin, which is Tripitaka's skin, on him. But I always use this one anyway since I brought it. But ironically, before I started streaming, I actually got really lucky. I got Kindred Wilt, which is the spear, you see. It's a really cool looking spear, to be fair. And it changes one of the attacks, which will... Oh no, you can't see it. Oh, you can't see it. Okay, never mind. I can't. I'll have to show you in game if it happens. But it's kind of cool that I got that. I'm really happy. I think it's a nice looking skin. Although I was using that. So when I get... So one thing you can do with the... I can't even remember what the rarity is called. It's been that long. But one thing you can do is you can We'll go to weapons, probably easier. And yeah, we'll do this one. So one thing you can see, you've got custom effects for the weapons. So the one I have is Merciless Havoc, where he's got like a move he does, and when you do that move, he'll instead of like the regular animation, he has like clones flying out hitting them, and then you finish it with like a massive like staff slam. I don't know what this one is, but it's from this, which I don't have, and I'm probably not going to get at any point. But you can get this, which is the unlock imprint, and what that does is it will unlock that animation effect, and you can use it on all your skins then. So what I'll probably do with the spear, because I like using the journey to the west Xiaowujing weapon, what I'll probably do is I'll take the effect and put it onto I'll basically unlock it and stick it on everything, because I did that with one of the effects in here. So I've got Wrathful Guardian. It's cool as fuck, isn't it? So cool. But I got this, and one of the things it can do is you get like an animation when you kill someone. It's like a tiger's face and some claws and shit. Looks really cool. I actually unlocked that, so I've got it affected on all my armor sets now, so I don't need to wear it. But they released this skin recently. It's so friggin' cool. It's so clean. It adds a bunch of new animations to the game as well. So like your ultimate changes, well, not with the skin. There's some extra items they released, and it all adds up basically. And then obviously I've got the original. You can see the difference, can't you? Like, he's gone from like drip to like chill. But I still kind of like rotate sometimes. Sometimes I do match rotation, so I just kind of like switch between the two. But they've both got the effects on anyway. But anyway, let's get a trios on the go. I'm gonna quickly grab a drink. The original has the tiger he killed. Yeah, that's it. So like, obviously this is his sage armor basically, and then you've got that one where he's got like the tiger skin. Fun fact about my VTuber, I actually used this as reference for bits of my skin, for my VTuber. So like the tiger pelt, for example. Let me see if I can move up to show you. So the tiger pelt, for example, I used this as a reference, and the beads on the arm I also used as a reference. So that was like where I got some inspiration from. Fun little fact for you. Imagine Wukong with his lore accurate height next to the party. Like, it's small as shit basically. Give me 1 second. Yeah, that's it, because like Zubashi was like 11 foot and Xiaowujing 13. I need to get the following quickly. I don't want to. I'll take that. Ugh, I'll pass on that. Enemy strike incoming. There we are. Okay. Let's go. aura farm on them. Yeah, to be fair, I actually really like the Zubaji design in Black Myth. I think it's a very, very nice one. It's very different, but very similar. I mean, I'll try and show you in a bit, actually. Let me see if I can do it quickly. Uncom. If you look here, my Zubaji, that's, I kind of tried to, like, you can't really say. I'm very awkward on it. Yeah. I tried to kind of like design it a bit off Zubaji, off Black Myth Wukong, but kind of still keep a bit of the original vibe to it. Right. I can see it. Who made it? I would say, but it kind of like doxes where I am, so I don't. Oh, I don't really like saying. It was basically my tattoo artist, who's like local to me. Okay. I need weapons. I need armor. I need everything. Oh my, no, yeah, it was my tattoo artist. I basically I sent him like the references, and then he went through with it. Drop the fan. I'm fine with the sword for now, but I like to get my staff. Staff is like my most comfortable and confident weapon in the game, so. Just like that, baby. Just like that. Oh. I need to get over to my party now. Obviously, we've got the Jingu Bang skin as well. Got to have it.
Someone take this.
What's that? I have no idea what it is. Oh, okay. They're just, apparently there's people here they got. Okay. I was just off doing my own thing. Health, attack. That'll do for now.
Gather some ore. Someone take this. Come and join the bloodshed already.
Hit her with the stuff. Boom. Boom. That's how we do it.
Talented. Ever thought of going pro?
Okay. Easy. See, that's why I go staff, because it's my most comfortable weapon, to be honest.
This will help.
Take that for now.
Who wants this legendary equipment? Must be our lucky day. Who wants this legendary equipment?
Someone take this.
I want stuff.
Just what I need. Thanks.
Okay. Item bag. Cannon. That.
The shadow will shortly begin to spread.
Where do we go? I need you. I'll take you. They're just kind of off doing their own thing. Take that, take that. I think that will do.
Good stuff up for grabs. Don't be shy.
Whip sword, defense, repair kit. Oh, I need me a juicy upgrade to my stuff because it's like only rare. I mean, it's only common. Okay.
Does anyone want this?
Yeah, I'll take that. Oh man.
I appreciate your help.
This way. There's a good vantage point.
Oh, this is what I need. Well, I mean, I got some stuff, but not what I kind of needed. And that just dropped. Yeah, of course. Oh, they need me. Okay. Bow. Staff. Kinda want the bow, man. I mean the two staves. They've left, haven't they? Okay. My team's just leaving me. That box reminds me of Sekiro, the one NPC in a jar. Oh yeah. Okay. Hang sword. No, I don't want hang sword. I don't like it. You use it, bro. I'm not a fan of hang sword in general, so.
Good job. Though I would have done it differently.
Easy kill just ahead.
They found me! Now the fight begins!
Let's go. Let's take one out. Bye-bye. There's one.
Someone take this.
Oh, well, they got the other two.
Must be our lucky day. Who wants this legendary equipment?
Attack. I'll take a starfall, sure.
Does anyone want this?
Equipment?
Katana, pole sword. Ugh. 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 Where's the other one? There's three. Oh, there. How has no one got upgrades for staves, man? How am I gonna survive this? I mean, to be fair, I didn't use the stuff at all then. I just used my ultimate. Just took him out with the 2 attacks. Oh. We are. Use our lovely little skin.
They're so close I can smell them.
There's a little rat in the distance.
I'm coming.
Be careful.
The shadow will shortly begin to spread.
On my mark.
Oh my god.
A benevolent healer embraces all. I'm fixing up my armor.
Kill just ahead.
I got the legendary armor though. Do you think Zhong Kui's sales would beat Wukong? I don't know, to be honest. I think if you released it first, no. But what I'm thinking, right, is Zhong Kui is nowhere near as popular as Wukong, but people are gonna ride on the success of Zhong Kui, of what's it called, of Wukong. So I think a lot more people are more likely going to pick up Zhong Kui than they would.
Must be our lucky day. Who wants this legendary equipment?
I just want staves, man.
Your strength startled me.
A rift dealer.
Interesting. Let's do that.
Okay. Let's go.
Nix that. Let's go loot the Moor's blessing.
We need to get out of here. The fog is coming. But Black Myth, the term became popular, so they would sales due to the name. Yeah, I think that's the case. Like, it's very difficult to say whether people are going to pick up like Black Myth more, like Zhong Kui more than Wukong, because I think the sales are at like 70% interest or like bookmark or something right now. I don't know. I read something. I need to remember what it actually was, but I think personally I would like to see Wukong do better, but it's difficult to say or think that, because I feel like Wukong has brought a lot of success, not just to Black Myth, but There we are. I'll take it. Melee. Repair, repair.
Really talented.
Does anyone want this?
Going pro?
Oh, top 2 as well.
Good stuff up for grabs. Don't be shy.
Okay. Doing all right. We're doing all right.
Must be our lucky day. Who wants this legendary equipment?
I'm fixing up my armor.
Must be our lucky day. Who wants this legendary
Longsword. Staff. Juggernaut.
my armor before rushing in?
Repair. That. I'll do it. Then we got one here. Juggernaut, Cyclone. Oh my god. I think we win. Oh my god, they're just ditching me. Black Myth somehow also beat my... well, I think it's because a lot of the sales happened in China. And you got to think it's a game that like represents a lot of like one of China's like biggest mythologies.
Good stuff up for grabs. Don't be shy.
The shadow spreads.
Oh, beautiful. The big upgrade. Just in time as well. Oh my god. I got me stuff.
Someone take this. Nix that.
Okay.
They're not far. They're so close I can smell them.
One behind the wall.
Ah, an easy kill just ahead. Kill just ahead. Caught by surprise.
Well, that works.
A benevolent healer embraces all. Come warm my
Oh god. Oh shit. Oh. Okay, I'm dead. I'm dead. I believe it is in China and the other 18 million globally. Even if you don't factor in China, it's still insanely high. Yeah. I mean, China like led a lot of the sales, to be honest. At least in the early stages. And then I think because of people playing it more globally, a lot of people started to see like how good it actually was. Ooh. Oh, precious Pepsi. I need to just check something because I've got shopping coming today. Okay, it's out for delivery. Give me a second. Let's carry on. Since they did the whole boss rush thing, I don't know if you did it, but there is a reward. I wish to start. May I just able to pick a... Yeah, I think that's the one thing that I kind of was a bit upset with, because obviously when you're playing against the stone monkey, he has like the stone pillar that he does like with the move, and like even the in-art figure. Give me a second. Let me see if I can do this. So, even the in-art figure of Stone Monkey. The in-art. I think it was it the layer underneath? No, it's the layer right underneath, wasn't it? There's like 3 layers to this thing. No. Wait, where is it? Which layer is it? Oh, it's the bottom, the very bottom layer. So even the Stone Monkey in-art figure comes with the pillar, but you can't do it as an attack, man. I was so upset, because I feel like the Stone Monkey is by far my favorite transformation once you unlock it, because it's just, you know, it's so good. It synergizes so well with the rest of your kit. But he can't do it in the game. So yeah, this kind of sucks. Bear with me. Yin Tiger. See, I think Guangxi was my favorite until I unlocked Stone Monkey, because I used Guangxi for like so much of the game. We got anything? We got the boxes. Okay, let's carry on. Let's see, we got any? There's a Hearthstone event going on at the moment, apparently. I did not think we'd ever see Hearthstone in this, but apparently we can unlock hats. There's also some other stuff we can unlock. Helmut, Tome of the Golden Journey, accessory. I want to have a look at this, because Telmuch is weird, because Telmuch, like, he's my Anubis guy, bro. So if I go accessory, no. Tome of Golden Seal. It's on the face, of course. Well, we're not going to find out till next one. Max your focus to 4 before transformation, then once you transform, do the win mode and you get godly transformation. Yeah, I don't know, I just kind of used Guangxi a lot and then switched to Stone Monkey, because Stone Monkey, like, I could still do everything I could as like Wu. Oh, easy. Travel 300 meters and get both done. Extra. I want extra coins. So this is the new skin. It's so clean for a friggin' Sage armor. It's probably one of my favorite designs that I've come across. Obviously, we got a style on the paws, the brokies. Yeah. Look how cool the Fangtail hat is as well. Like, I just love the fact that it starts off as a physical thing and then breaks off into like this ghostly spiritual thing. The classic. Let me sit down. Heavy and slow and windy and fast, slash extremely fast. I don't know. I guess I just didn't use him enough to like enjoy it. I do need to go back and finish New Game Plus Plus, so I'll probably give it another go at some point. Okay. See dual swords. That'll do me for now. Like that. Oh, it's meant to be. We got our stuff. I need to get better with the stuff, to be honest. Like, I love using it. I'm just not that skilled at using it.
Take care.
Easy. How are you coming in with like no health? Okay. We'll get rid of them. Okay.
I'm fixing my armor.
Now, where was I before we was rudely interrupted? Oh, we got it. We actually got Merciless Havoc. So I'll show you what it does. So it changes this, so you fire out clone, and then you do a massive swing. Like, oh my god. I can't believe I actually got it. It's a legendary thing, so it's hard to get.
Why do they challenge me? It never ends well for them.
See how good it is. It's such a cool move. Like, it's so rare I get to do it in a game, but when I get to do it in a game, it's so worth it. Oh my god, I can't believe I actually got it. Beautiful. Yeah, that's what the staff does. The staff gives you that move as part of like your. So basically, you need this which alters your vertical strikes in under the form of rising cloud and gives you 4% attack. And then the staff itself that I've got, the skin for the staff, visually updates it to that. Do all the boss rush in Black Myth. I haven't done them all yet. I've got some of them done. I got the one that gives you the Sage mode, the like Wukong stance increase. So I want to go back at some point and like basically I'm waiting for
Enemies close by.
Excuse me. Okay, beautiful. Okay. I'm just loving this. Because I get like, so because of the skin I've got, I get like a bunch of unique animations for like my ultimate and stuff. And then like the staff gives me altered animations for my what's it called, for my staff skill. Like you saw, it just combos so nicely. It just turns you into Wukong with both. It's so good. I don't trust that statue. It's all red and glowing. Okay. I can have another glyph. I just, oh, I'm so happy I got it. If I get the other one as well, like, I've got everything. Oh. Looks like we found ourselves a bot. Oh. Oh. Got 2 staves. Moving up in the world.
No one touched this but me.
What do I need? I've got health, damage. I need attack. Beautiful. Okay.
I'm fixing my armor.
So what do I need? Health and other stuff. That. And then I guess grappling. That'll do. That'll do. Oh, they got a fight. You know, attempt to boss rush. So you're planning? I might do. I'm not that great at boss rush, but We'll see. We'll see. I'm not saying I wouldn't, but I'm not gonna be that great. But I could do. Final reward is so worth it. I've got the one, like I said, I've got the one that extends the I've got the one that extends the duration of your sage mode. So what I'm planning on doing is I want to get the sage mode first, not the sage mode, the Wukong stance first, and then I want to play the Wukong, like I want to go through it using the Wukong stance, because I feel like that's the easiest and safest way to do it, where you've got like sage, you've got like Wukong stance, you've got the enhanced version, you know, you've got like all the upgrades you need for it. Do I know the rewards? I think I know most of them. I know you get like a hat, like you get Erlang Shen's hat once you complete it. That's like the final reward, I believe, and that like enhances the spear mode when you combine it with his the thrust stance when you combine it with his spear. What is she? Welcome to... No. Okay. Okay. Melee. No. Okay, let me heal. Okay. This is a bit spicy. I don't think I got the Wukong stance to beat the game. Yeah, I'm on the third one right now, but I'm like... Oh no, my heals are weakened. I need to heal. I'm actually dead. Oh no! I'm like right on the edge. You fucking beauty. Oh my god, that was so spicy. I'm so glad I landed inside, but I'm just gonna start going for the next one, to be honest. Oh my god, I need item bag expansion. And then
Soul altar here.
let's go. Oh, it fucking gave it durability. Good. Oh, I'm stuck. Nice. Defense.
The shadow will soon spread.
Okay.
Do well not to miss the Morris's blessing.
I don't think. Yeah. Oh, that's that's your last message. Yeah. The Wukong stance are just so nice to have though. So I don't want to. I don't want to like not have it basically if I go into it, because I was using the sage armor anyway. Like, do I need anything? No. Like the sage armor was like my main thing I was going for. This dude, man, attacking me while I'm talking. Oh, we won. That was the last dude. Oh, that's what we call a win. How to activate it if you have it. So, the way the Wukong stance works is you, it activates itself at the start of a fight. Oh, look at the friggin' animation, man. Just pull out the staff, wing it. So the way it works is you need the Sage armor equipped and the Jingu Bang. You need the 5 set bonus active, and then when you have the Wukong stance unlocked, it will just automatically activate when you go into a boss fight. So it activates at the start of every single boss fight you do in the boss rush. So it gives you like that duration of like empowered attacks and stuff, which is really good. I'm gonna give him a thumbs up if it stops freezing. There we are. Aggressor, team player, almost mighty. I'm gonna give gift, and then sorry, Mr. Peace console, I can't do it, bro. I was gonna gift them both the thing, but apparently I can't. I guess you got to stream your gameplay going to do it, and when you do, perhaps you could give. Yeah, I mean, I haven't uninstalled the game, to be honest. I've had it available, like I've had it installed basically since it came out, and I just refuse to uninstall it. So I'll probably get to it at some point. I did do a bit of the playthrough, the new game plus playthrough on stream, but maybe I'll just do like a casual stream one of the days, and we just kind of go through it. Yeah, I've got that and the soundtrack. Because I wanted to use like the soundtrack for backing music for like streams and stuff. Kind of like if you've ever watched Asmongold, he does it with like the is it like the Hearthstone like tavern music? He has that playing in the background. So I wanted something similar, but look how close we are. We're so close to maxing staff. It's such a good weapon though. I know. Okay, you're not gonna see this. I'm curious what this is though. Oh. That can strike. Okay. Long-handled weapon, congeneric skill. I need to actually look at the attacks and how to do them. So I know knee breaker. I know onslaught. Yeah. Stanchion Rising Cloud. Yeah. Which is the stance on the weapon. You got Relentless Lunge, which is the dash after. You got Heaven's Roar, Heaven's Uproar. Yeah. So how do I do a strong congeneric skill that can strike with consecutive attacks? I don't understand how you do that. Switch to congeneric weapon after the attack. Teach me the way. Look at my overall stats. 1,000, like, ridiculous damage. Most kills 12. Assists 614. Total kills 608. Counters 51. Beautiful. Beautiful. Right. Let's go. Let's check out the events actually. Oh no, I didn't use the grappling hook, did I? Okay. That's done. Character training. Oh. Not enough raw materials. Oh shit. I can't do any? Sheed. Okay, that's fine. I need to play the other modes as well, because you've got different modes in NARAKA. You've got like it's kind of like an extraction mode. I haven't played it too much, but there's like an extraction mode. There's what's the other mode? It's what it's called. Hearthstone series, man. 600 for the friggin' treasure chests. I might get it, to be fair. Okay. I'm all for that, but can we... I want to go with the Sage one again. Ugh. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the friggin' Sage mode though, oh, the Wukong stance is so good. It's like such a game changer for the boss rush mode, like the events. Wait. Perfect. Sitting at my table. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Where are we going? You're going there, so I'm going up. Okay. We got fisties. Riffle. Okay. I don't really want to stick with the fists. Oh, you know what? Take Jewel. I haven't tried them yet. I've heard they're pretty good.
Caught by surprise. Hey, it left me no choice.
Okay.
Give me a moment to fix my armor.
Ready. This match ends here.
Give me a moment to fix my armor.
Okay. I don't know what fish weapon I've got. I don't have a good skin. Oh, it's the default. That's so bad. Ugh. I need a nice skin for fist blades. I can't be seen using the default here. Okay. I need a staff, to be honest. Oh, I forgot they added like swimming areas, didn't they? Can we get out the water, please? Oh my god. Can I get out the water, please? Oh my god, please, please. I'm not fighting in the water. I'm sorry. I'm just not doing it. I'm not going to stoop to your level. I'm below violence in water. Juggernaut, I'll take that. Perfect. Juggernaut's a really good one. You know what? What's also a really good one? Giving me a staff, because I don't know the fist weapon combos. I mean, the fist weapons are all right, I suppose, but I don't know what they do.
The shadow thickens.
Let's go for that. Oh my god, man. Oh my god. Why does no one have a staff? Why? Why, cruel world?
Take it. You'll need it.
You know, we'll just do it the old way, old-fashioned way then. And then we need repairs. And then we need that. I suppose I can get crafting hammers and get like a spear, but because if you get a crafting hammer, you can like turn the weapons into ones of the same type. So like spears can become monkey. Spears can become like other long-handled weapons. Do you think we might get a swim mechanic in Zongqi? I thought they were going to reveal that, to be fair, when he like dove into the water, but oh I don't even care, it's common. I would happily take a staff of any rarity over any other weapon.
There's a little rat in the distance. Be careful.
Hey. What the fuck's going on here? What am I missing? There we are. Oh man, I desperately need an upgrade for these staves. I'm happy I've got 2 of them, but they're both common. And common ain't great.
Repair my armor before rushing in.
There should also be higher places we cannot reach or fly to until we can progress. Yeah, I think that's a good shout. I feel like there needs to be like exploration that kind of like wants you to return back to other chapters. You kind of had it through like quests and like certain bosses, but
an easy kill just ahead.
It's not. Okay.
One the strong prey.
Easy kill just ahead.
But one hole. The strong prey on the weak.
Ugh. There's nothing of value for me. Oh.
The shadow will shortly begin to spread.
This sucks, man.
There's a good vantage point.
I need friggin' staves.
Let's go somewhere else. This way. There's a good vantage point.
I thought that was an enemy coming then. I like games that bring places that you cannot get to without certain abilities or summons. Lost Kingdoms is... Yeah, so I don't know if you've seen it's called Tides of Annihilation. We was looking at it like I was...
Easy kill just ahead.
Who the fuck are you? Okay. Oh my god. Why am I getting hit here? So I don't know if you've seen Tides of Annihilation, but basically in that they... Oh my god, we got a staff. We got a friggin' staff. Finally. They're having like summons in that my kill. Stolen.
Let me repair my armor before rushing in.
And I've got a staff.
You'll need it.
And no fucking upgrades for the staff. Okay, that's big though. We've got two staff upgrades. Yeah, there's a... I keep losing my words here. So there's a... you have like knights you can summon to help you. And they're going to be able to do... They're gonna have like certain abilities. So like there's one that can break through walls and like open up, hold stuff up for you so you can climb it and stuff. And there's lots of very cool features it can do. I see a staff. I see jabbing. Oh, yes. The jab. The jab is so underrated for an upgrade. It's so simple, though, because you just... instead of doing, like, the slam attack, like, the move where you kind of, like, poke at the ground, like, keep hitting on the ground, you just jab. It's so simple and good. And it does, like, so much more damage.
Give me a moment to fix my armor.
On the trailer in Zombie, capture the spirit turtle. Be cool if the creature could buy the stick. Yeah, I feel like they might bring it in. I don't know. I feel like they kind of teased it a bit with the trailer, so there's a very good chance we could see something like that happening. Okay, we're gonna do this, guys. Gotta be serious now. We're top 2 again.
I'm out of weapon repair kits. I'm out of weapon repair kits.
There's one.
Fear the vortex of madness.
No. I got how do I kill 2 of them by myself and the team dies? Oh man, I was so close and now it's just lagging. Oh my god, it's actually lagging. Okay, we're fine, we're fine. I took out 2 by myself though. You saw that, you saw that. I gave him the woo special. Monkey. Hey, thank you for the follow, man. I appreciate it. Oh man, I can't believe I'm like on the corner. I'm on the corner looking all salty, sitting on the little rock. Oh, what a game. I just needed to be able to turn around and like parry the hit, man. I was so close. Oh, how you doing? How you doing? Man, I'm loving this skin though. I like every time I get the regular one, I'm just like, I kind of want to use the Sage armor one, the Sage mode one. Hey, that's good to hear. Good to hear. I'll still, you know, I'll still give it to my team. They were pretty cool. I'll even gift them if I can't gift to a player on a different platform. Well, sucks to be you, but you can have one. And then you all can have one as well for doing so well. So I never use these. In your channel, you're in a Wukong. I know, right? It's got to be done. Look, we're even gonna bust out. Oh no, we're not. It's just gonna freeze. We're gonna. No, that's the wrong toggle. There we are. We even got the tail on the go, and now we got the traditional outfit with the staff. I just give thumbs up. Hey, nice. Oh, was you in the game then? I don't know if if people come check out streams and stuff from NARAKA. Hey, thank you, thank you. Oh no. No worries, no worries. Oh, the battle pass. We're up. We're up in life. Flame. Dual halberd skin. I don't know what the skins are in this pass. I haven't actually looked. So you've got... That's pretty cool. That's really cool. What else we got? Drunken Gaze. Okay. Ancient Oil Ashfur. That's a really cool skin, to be fair. Let's see what else we got. Dual Flintlocks. They look interesting, to say the least. There's always like a random skin for Akos in there. I don't know why. They'll just throw it in occasionally. Okay, that's a cool base. What we got? We got whip sword. Okay, basic stuff. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. What we got? That's a nice skin as well, to be fair. I think this is the last level. Yeah, just a ancient oil. That's cool, but it's nowhere near the level of Wukong drip, is it? It really isn't. It's you know what? It's lagging me out. I think that is a good place to end as well. It's unfortunately we didn't win, but I did get like 2 kills by myself at the end, while my my team died 2v2, which you'd love to see. Right, let's just make sure we do everything before I go. What we got here? Quests. Okay. Okay. Switch to desktop. Alright, let's switch it over. That's gonna lag a bit while it's waiting. Yes, Yukimura. What's up? Yeah, I've enjoyed stream today, to be fair. I kind of want to... The way I found your channel was it originally on YouTube before Black Myth was released. It was you doing videos discussing the game. Yeah, so I did that with Black Myth and Wu Chang. And I kind of want to... Like, I was trying to do it with Phantom Blade Zero and a few others as well. But it just wasn't really bringing in the numbers a lot. And what I was kind of finding was whenever Game Science releases... Hey, nice. I kind of want to do some again for like certain games in the future, but I don't know, because obviously my YouTube's kind of been all over the place since then. So like I do a bit of everything on YouTube at the moment. So I'm just trying to like get some... I'm trying to like get like some core goals down for YouTube. Like, so I'll do like discussion videos on like stuff that's going on online. I'm trying to limit the amount of that I do though. It is my most popular videos, but I've just recently brought back doing like reacts to a lot of games and stuff. So obviously we've done 2 reacts today. I'm then going to go through and edit them at some point and upload them to YouTube. I do want to do some like little gameplay bits as well, so I don't know, maybe I'll upload the games from today into like little simple things. What made me click is seeing a human Wukong, the stuff and such. It's good by a content creator that knows the backstory. Hey, thank you, man, thank you. I actually had like a really like big backstory plan for this. So like essentially, if you've ever watched God of High School, it kind of, you know, I need to stop pressing that one. That's my summer one, but when it goes off, it takes my shirt off, so I need to be careful. So my kind of like lore, so to speak, I know like people don't really care too much about lore these days, but I had like, you know what, I'll wait the lore video, because I did do a lore video for my 1.0, so we'll give that a quick watch and then I can kind of go over like what's changed since then.
Longer.
Okay, so do that. Dynasty Warriors. Oh, are they adding Wukong back to Dynasty Warriors? Let me just... So this... I'll just quickly open this. Open link. Oh, that's cool. What's that from? But this was my original 1.0 lore video.
From the heavens and cracked open upon landing, revealing a monkey inside. As the monkey grew, his curiosity eventually led him to find a master to train under. After completing his training, he acquired numerous magical abilities.
Fun fact, my 1.0, this is my 2.0, my 1.0 actually had like a slime model too that I would use occasionally. I might bring it back at some point because it still kind of matches the vibe. It's just like the scarf is a little different. But I thought about getting like other forms as well, like a tiger and an ox and stuff.
With a new weapon and armor. A mocking gesture from...
There's a few out there. Don't be... You just need to look for them. Obviously, you've got like Goku from Dragon Ball. That's like based on him. There's also... Sayuki. Son Goku in Sayuki is another anime where they've got like a human Wukong. There's Sayuki, the very old PlayStation 1 game where they've got like a human one. In fact, we might, you know what, I might do a playthrough of that on stream because I have got it. It's a pretty cool game. So basically it's a turn-based RPG and your party is like the main characters of Journey to the West, but you also recruit certain like enemies as well throughout the game. But each character has like a limit break move, and their limit break move is basically like turning into like a kaiju. So like obviously Wukong turns into a giant gorilla, Baji turns into a giant boar, I'm fucking, my brain's going dead now. Xiaowu Jing's turns into like a giant kappa type demon. I don't think, because I think the main character is Tripitaka that you play as, but I just like dumped everything into making sure Wukong was the most OP in it. But there's like other characters you can unlock as well that like will help you in the party if you power ups at the end of the story. Yeah, I get that.
The heavens enraged the monkey, motivating him to attack it.
So obviously with my 1.0 lore, it was basically, it was kind of based on the story loosely, but then like when he gets trapped, when Wukong gets trapped in under the mountain, so to speak,
monkey in a mountain prison.
Instead of like being saved by Tripitaka and then joining him on the journey,
it took the monkey hundreds of years to break free from
he broke free. So my original 1.0 lore was kind of like a what if scenario. If like, what if Wukong never like met Tripitaka? What if he actually broke free from the mountain prison after like several hundred years, and then he basically like
once again free. The monkey stands.
My 1.0 monkey model as well.
Stands ready to challenge the world by discovering and
yeah, he basically he just found out about gaming and was like, you know, maybe taking over the world can wait.
Playing games.
But yeah, and then obviously I had like the armor design on the model as well, which is pretty cool. So that was my 1.0, and then I had plans with this one. So what the plan was essentially like the lore was gonna, you know, let's switch back so it's easier. I think in the story he wasn't saved, more like yeah, well, you know, he was stuck under the mountain prison, and then he was like tasked with helping Tripitaka on his journey, and that was like how he'd earn his freedom. So what my idea was with this one was, it was basically the world was going to be like split up into districts after like global collapse, and each of those districts was like owned by a gang, and those gangs were constantly fighting against each other to try and take over the other districts. And my VTuber, my lore for it was like, he was a gang leader too, but he was like a leader of like a very small gang, a very small district. There we are. We'll flip the tail over. So he was part of like a very small district, and he wasn't trying to take over. He was just trying to protect the district he's in. But then he comes across, let me switch back down. He comes across a mask that essentially starts to give him the powers of Wukong, but he also starts to get visions of like flashbacks where he sees himself in an alternate outfit that looks very traditional Wukong. And basically the story was going to be that when he finds his masks, when he finds the mask, other gangs were going to start finding other masks as well, where they would give them various powers of like different gods. So you'd have like a mask of Anubis, a mask of Zeus, a mask of Thor. And I was gonna like get my artist to like design the masks and like how they'd look. And then the plan was like, basically, oh, this mask isn't actually giving him the powers, it's actually unlocked what was already part of him, because he's actually like, he's basically Wukong, but he's like got memory loss and forgot about it. So that was essentially the lore I was going for. And then like the mask was basically just like a part of that. But unfortunately, no one really likes lore these days in the VTuber space. Like, no one really invests heavily into it. There's no Wukong in NARAKA. You use some magical powers instead. Exactly. But yeah, it's just a shame, because I did like the mask. I think it's a very cool looking mask, and I did want to do some cool lore and some cool art for it and stuff. But do you know which one's wrong? I think so. I did make an actual journey. Yeah, so it was the original monk, wasn't it? Because Journey to the West is based on an actual monk that traveled from China to India to get the scriptures. But obviously the writer of Journey to the West romanticized it about Buddhism to like where it was basically just Buddhist propaganda, like where, you know, you had this incredibly powerful character, and the only thing that could defeat him, and like not necessarily just defeat him, but like teach him the error of his ways and teach him how to be better, was Buddhism. Had no monkey because he broke free. Yeah, but I mean, it's completely different now with the 2.0. Plus, no one, the thing you kind of, I don't think you're that heavily invested into VTubing. But I'll put it this way: over the last few years, a lot of VTubers just don't bother doing lore and lore videos anymore, because no one's really interested in it unless you're like proper playing heavily into it, which is something I'm just like, how do I play into that? It just doesn't really work unless I'm going, gee guys, I've got to go, there's a district attack nearby. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not gonna work, is it? So yeah, I'm fine with it. Like, I've got a toggle that doesn't really do much. It is what it is. I mean, all my other toggles, like the staff one is kind of a bit of a redundant one as well. Like, it doesn't get used that often, but it ties into the character, so it makes sense having. The mask obviously is like, it is what it is. Obviously I've got my mic, my gourd for when I want to drink, my controller for when we're playing controller games, and then obviously I've got like my shy, my shock, my sad, my happy, my shock, my like disturbed, I guess. What's this one? Tongue. Yeah, I've got one for my tongue, but that doesn't get used that often either, unless it's mainly just for thumbnails. And then obviously we got the most important one, the bald, so everyone needs a bald toggle. And then we got the monkey, and then the monkey also has his own toggles where he can do his own thing while he's on my shoulder. And then we got obviously the two outfits, and then we got the jacket off on this outfit. That's a shoutage. When you went bald. Wait. Let me redo it. I don't know if I can do this. It's gonna take too long. Fuck it, let's try. What is it? It is customize model. Customize. Green color, is it? I think this is the one. It's froze my model. I don't think this is the one. It's froze my model. Oh no. Oh god. Okay, now I can. It is this one. Base head. Oh, let's not go too far down. We need blue. There we are. Base head shadow. Upper lips. There we are. We're slowly getting there. We're slowly. Base mouth. Oh my god. We're getting there. Use the yeah, I'll switch skins in a second. Left ear. Because I was thinking at some point to like. Okay. Nose shadow. Oh, we're there. We need neck shadow and neck. I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, that's the one. Okay. We're getting there. And then we need the outfit. There we are. Oh no, I've got to do the chest now. I've got to do the chest. He's blue, but his face is white. It's more just kind of his eyes that were like white or like yellowish, weren't they? I can't remember because they use like different designs for him, don't they? We're gonna freeze again now. And now we wait. Kira demon to cat. Hey. What you getting Zonghui over here for? There we are. And we gotta hide the tail. Oh yeah, I need to close this to hide the tail. How do I look? Is that Sha Wu Jing enough for you? Let's see. There we are. Perfect, ain't it? It's good enough. Good enough. Now I need to figure out how I actually revert this. I think I need to I customize it again. Maybe the tail is the short midget so we can't be annoying in the background. True, true. I think you can revert it. You just turn it off and turn it back on. From what I remember. Oh my god, this is so weird. There we are. Just reset all. That'll do. You're 13 foot. That's true. That's true. There we are. We're back to normal. I'm beautiful again. There we are. This is like if Sha Wu Jing had a wife. Literally just a mountain, isn't he? The mountain and his wife. But yeah, okay, our shopping's here. Good. Yeah, it's been a pretty good stream, to be fair. We've had a good bit of fun. I am actually gonna look for someone to raid on Twitch. We'll find someone playing NARAKA. So I do want to start, like, because I want to make NARAKA like one of my go-to games, because I do enjoy it. I just don't play it much these days. Although Juju's streaming, so maybe I could raid her. Nah, we'll find someone new to raid. Juju's streaming. Do you remember his story from when he felt? Yeah, he broke like a pot or something, didn't he? And then that angered the Jade Emperor, and then he got punished by being sent to Earth. And then he just basically went like super crazy, and he was just killing everything, wasn't he? And then there was like 9 monks? Let me count, because I've got him tattooed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so there was 9 monks that there's like 9 monks that he was like chasing after. And oh, okay. It's NARAKA. You know what? We're gonna fucking raid NARAKA. Fuck it. /raid NARAKA Blade Point. Oh, you bitch. Okay, we're not raiding NARAKA. They don't want it. They don't want this smoke. There's 2 streaming together. Let's see.
Wow.
Man, I missed my old account. You can't get it back?
Do we raid, Nah, we'll find someone else. I'm pretty high up though, to be fair. I like to see it. He kept inside the sand, the quicksand.
PlayStation.
Oh, okay. What's this? Oh, they're kind of a... Oh, that's interesting. So they're... Sure, why not? They've got like a model, but it's like a... It's their character in... Oh no, they've got follower only chat on. Yeah, so there's one thing I do when I raid is I don't raid people with follower only chat on for like talking. I just think it ruins the game. Not the game, it ruins raiding. Let's have a look at this dude.
Yeah, you've been ruled out. We're doing Who is the True Monkey King?
Oh, well, that's my time to raid. Right, so we're gonna do raid. There we are. So if we're gonna raid, if you want to join in, then use that message. Get this, to Jaden Pro would send
we already have 10 people.
Send 7 flying swords through celestial heaven to pierce Xiao Wujing's chest. This is why he kept... Oh, I see. So I know...
Alright, what map should we do?
He like got visited by like 9 monks over the duration of him being sent there, and he basically ended up just killing them one by one, but he was intrigued by them, so that's why he kept the skulls. But we'll give this dude a raid.
All right, guys, I have a question. We'll do a poll. Can I /poll this?
But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. It's been a really nice stream, nice and chill. And I might do a stream tomorrow. I'm not sure because I was planning on going out, but that might change. But anyway, thank you everyone for watching, and I will catch you either tomorrow or next week. See ya.
So realistically, right now we're doing a poll for whether or not we're doing just Akos. We're basically gonna do a bloodbath instead. It's gonna be a bloodbath, and thank you for the raid. Thank you. How do I do this? Shout out. I hope it works. If not, shout out. Thank you for the raid. How about solo? No, that was not in the prompt. I either can do a bloodbath, or I can do a duos. So you have to choose.